సైలెన్స్ అండ్ నో వైలెన్స్. ఆఫ్రికన్ అమెరికన్ జార్జ్ ఫ్లాయిడ్ మృతికి నిరసనగా అమెరికా నగరాలలో అన్ని జాతుల వారు నిరసన ప్రదర్శనలను నిర్వహించారు. అందులో బాలబాలికల నుంచి వృద్ధుల వరకు పాల్గొని తమ నిరసనను వ్యక్తం చేస్తున్నారు. అమెరికా మాజీ అధ్యక్షుడు జార్జ్ బుష్తో సహా పలువురు ఈ ప్రదర్శనలకు మద్దతు ప్రకటించారు. నిరసన ప్రదర్శనల తరువాత తొలి దశలో లూటీలు, దహనకాండ జరిగిన చాలా నగరాలలో ప్రస్తుతం ప్రదర్శనలు శాంతియుతంగా జరుగుతున్నాయి. వివిధ జాతులను కలిపే కృషి జరుగుతోంది. ద్వేషం స్థానే ప్రేమను, ఐక్యతను పెంపొందించే దిశగా ప్రదర్శనలు జరుగుతున్నాయి. వన్స్ ఫర్ ఆల్ అమెరికా సమాజం నుంచి జాతి వివక్షతను తొలగించాలని శ్వేత జాతీయుల్లోనే కొందరు పెద్దలు నడుం కట్టి గట్టిగా కృషి చేస్తున్నారు.
To see a resurgence of youth activism in this country, in this community. And we are in good hands, but it does not mean that we don't have work to do in supporting them. Every single one of us out here. Let's make some noise for the amazing crowd that showed up today. You made time on your schedule to get involved, to get engaged today. So I've been elected for the last 8 years. I first got elected at the age of 25 at the county board, and one of the first issues that popped up was an officer that decided to punch a black woman in the back of a squad car while she was handcuffed. And I look at these young people here today, and that was 8 years ago. Then fast forward a few years, I get to the state, and we also have another situation of someone has their life taken, Seville Smith, in 2016. Brutally murdered by officer, and it was clear that this problem is not going away. So there was uprising in 2016, right here in this community, kind of where we are right now. People were upset, people were frustrated, people were hurt, and they expressed that hurt in their own way. And no one should try to tell people how to grieve and how to feel. But I can tell you there were some grants made and there were some things that called for change, and we're still here. So I saw Seville Smith's brother, Sedan, yesterday. Still lives in this community. He's an organizer now, an amazing young man, and gave me this sign last night. Literally, this just happened. And I want to make sure I highlight how we can't allow us as adults to let this continue. Our young people are calling for us to step up. They know, they see the images, and they hear the reports that are trying to paint them as these violent, destructive young people who just want to destroy things. And there's so much more than the images that you're being fed. I see well above 98% of the young people out there who are so focused on making sure that you hear their message that black people cannot be killed by law enforcement and get away with it. That is the message. The message is that it has to end. And we know white people run from the police and they are killed. We know that young white people will shoot at the police, use weapons against the police and not be killed. We also know that there's a way to have procedures and policy that can reduce these situations, that can save lives. And they're right now being blocked in the Wisconsin State Capitol. They're right now being blocked in the U.S. Capitol. They're right now being blocked in City Hall. They're right now being blocked with every law enforcement agency that refuses to recognize when a man is already handcuffed for 8 minutes and 47 seconds, it is not police protocol to keep your foot or your knee on his neck. taking this very clear image of wrong, and they're asking every single one of us with family in law enforcement, with people that we know in law enforcement, and we're saying, first, you have to choose. You have to choose being able to provide gold standard service in public safety to every human being. And if you can't do that, you don't deserve the privilege to protect our community. You don't deserve a badge. They are asking for every elected official to look at all the policies on the books. That right now, usually you will see an officer with disciplinary actions already on their record that makes it very clear that they should not hold that badge. And they continue to be employed, they continue to get our taxpayer dollars, they continue to patrol our communities. And lastly, they're asking every voter, every person that lives in this country, that lives in this community, are you going to support leadership that will hold the status quo?
No.
Are you going to hold people accountable?
Yes.
To make sure that this ends? Part of it is voting. But another part is civil disobedience, another part is activism. So what that we marched through Shorewood and drove over some grass? Because some people did. And I can tell you as an elected official, I said, okay, keep on going. Keep on going. So what? So what? So what? Okay? We have to support our young people. Yes, their methods are going to leave you a little bit antsy. If it's not making you uncomfortable, it's not working.
Right, right.
If it's not getting you to reflect that it's time for us to be more mad about people losing their lives, about people that should have the American dream, the opportunity to live in this country, to support their families and build a legacy in this community, in this country, just like anybody else. George Floyd will not get a chance to walk his daughter down the aisle. Dontre Hamilton will never get the chance to go back to Christmas dinner with his family. Breonna Taylor will not be in the position to be the next elected official that could have changed and reformed the policies affecting her community. This has to end, y'all. So it's a chant that I really believe. Because if you don't believe that we can win, we're just showing up to this march because we feel good. We're just showing up here to make ourselves post on Facebook and be like, look at me. I'm at a march. I support them. But I want to know, do you believe that you can win?
Yes.
Repeat after me. I believe.
I believe.
I believe that.
I believe that.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe
that we
can
can
win.
win. I believe that we can win.
I believe that we can win.
I believe that we can win.
I believe that we can win.
We must love each other. We must love each other.
We must love each other
And respect each other.
and respect each other.
We have nothing to lose.
We have nothing to lose.
But our chains.
Our chains.
We must love each other.
We must love each other
And respect each other.
and respect each other.
We have nothing to lose.
We have nothing to lose
But our chains.
but our chains.
Thank you, y'all.